as we walk this walk, as people who have come through a legacy of oppression through this country, but have continued to rise up and just continue to endure and be resilient. What solutions do you give to I guess in a couple different things? One, to professionals who are doing this type of thing, to make sure that we are taking care of ourselves, but also for those who are in our communities that are seeking help, they're seeking knowledge, they're seeking a way out, they're seeking the Dr. Phillips, they're seeking the Body Whites. What solutions do you provide to our communities?
Firstly, again, Jarvis, Zeb, thank you very, very much for creating this space that is necessary and having these conversations, because, again, I think that one of the things that we, as the people that are involved in some of these leadership positions, whether it's counseling, social work, teaching, medicine, is we have to find out. I played basketball in college, and on a team, you got to find out what role you play, and you got to play that role. I'm not going to be the one that is out at the marches, up in the front, and with the police. That's not me. I'm old, so I'm high risk. I know I might be going, but again, our youth are doing quite a good job. So I don't have to take their light away from them. However, what I can do is I can advocate from my position and platform that I have. And if you don't activate and utilize your platform, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Paul Mooney, but he has one skit he talked about, he called it, pardon my language, the nigger reality check. When you don't want that to happen to you, that you all up in this position of power and you really haven't done anything to help yours out. I mean, imagine how Mr. Herman Cain feels right now after getting COVID-19 at the Tulsa rally, after he was sitting there, like this, dancing with his people. Again, don't let your platform be used in that way where that is the final image of you. And after that, you know how we are. Nobody gonna listen to him anymore. And even if he has positive and helpful things to say, he's played himself out. As far as what is going on right now, COVID is still here, people. So within all of that, as I tell my patients, if you're traveling on the plane with little kids and the oxygen mask comes down, who is supposed to get the oxygen mask first? The kids or you? It's supposed to be you. So what does that mean? That means if my role is to help others, then I got to make sure that I take care of myself so that I'm in the best position to help and serve others. So again, that process that I referred to earlier, whatever it may be for yourself, if it's going to your next door neighbor's backyard and doing calisthenics with him, if it's walking up the street, if it's YouTube yoga, whatever those processes are that manage your spirit and your emotion, they're needed. As Ronnie just said, we also need to make sure we take care of our physical health, because unfortunately, one of the things which is a stark reality of our position in this society is we are at the bottom of most healthcare metrics when we look at healthcare in the United States. So again, as we think about dealing with this pandemic and everything else that's going on, that does not put us in the strongest place to fight. So maybe we're through the first wave here in New York, but there may be a second or third wave or a different type of challenge. And if we don't improve our standing right now, we're going to be food, as some of my boys from the hood say, don't be food, man. I don't want to be food. So we've got to do things to change that. I think that our responsibility as individuals, whether you're working in an environment that is supportive and you have a lot of people that look like you or not, we got to stand our ground. So for me, as the only African-American male faculty in my department, and I can't really identify that many more in the School of Medicine, I got to stand strong. I don't have any time to be weak, because the young brothers and sisters, and even my Caucasian brothers and sisters, they need to hear from my perspective so that they don't make the mistakes that their predecessors did. Because a lot of them want to be allies. They want to be part of the solution and not part of the problem. And I think the news makes us think that there's a majority of people that don't care. I'm a God-believing, God-fearing person, and I do believe that there are more good people out here than bad. And I do think that more want this condition and situation to be over, but not over like COVID is done, to be over like things are better. And I think that we have to stay strong in this fight. And what goes into you staying strong is important. And all of us got to ask that individual question of ourselves as far as what do I need to keep doing to make sure that I can put the oxygen mask on the others around me and not, you know, if you don't have a mask on, you got probably about 30 seconds before you start blacking out.
Right. That is such a great analogy.